Welcome to Home Biz Tax Talk. My name is Lysandra Everett. I am the Home Biz Tax Lady where I help home business owners win the tax game. Home Biz Tax Talk airs Monday through Friday, and when you tune into my show, you're going to hear about topics that are important to the home business community. Okay, so right now, there's a whole bunch of home businesses, aren't there? Even the people that had brick and mortar businesses, you're at home now, right? So welcome to the new club of home business owners. Okay, but we're not going to say that way, you guys. All right, so I really want to talk about securing capital. Okay, at the time of this recording, the second round of Paycheck Protection Plan funding, economic impact disaster loan. I think that's what EIDL stands for. I forget. The second round of that's coming, and so there's still a lot of conversation going on about it. So I really want to really focus on that just from the perspective of being a business owner. I see a lot of business owners who are upset because they're really expecting to receive this $10,000 in grant money and don't want a loan, okay? Which everybody has their reasons for not wanting a loan. I'm not judging. I'm just telling you that, hey, this is what is going on. But you need to know that as a business owner, free money, that's not the way to grow your business. As a business owner, you need to always be in a position or get yourself as soon as possible in the position to secure capital. Because if you plan to grow your business and expand your operations, at some point you will need capital. Capital meaning that you are going to be borrowing money from somebody, whether you're taking a loan from your bank, whether you're getting investors, you're going to need capital. Okay, so what I'm going to share with you right now is for you to think beyond this time of COVID-19 and the coronavirus and all of that. It doesn't matter the day. As a business owner, you need to have yourself in the best position to secure capital when you need it. Okay. So, number one is to make sure that your bank offers small business loans and they are an SBA, a Small Business Administration approved lender. Can I tell you, this is a lesson that I learned myself with this round of foolishness. Okay. Absolutely. Because there are, even though, you go to a smaller bank because the fees might be cheaper or, there's some incentive to do that, but you need to look to see if they are going to be able to service you in the future. We make the assumption that if it's a bank and they offer business banking, that they should offer small business loans. It seems to make sense, but that's not reality. Okay. I found that out myself. All right. So that's number one, is to right now, you need to be looking at your bank. Does your bank offer small business loans? If they don't, then you might need to consider moving your money somewhere else that does. Okay. That's number one. Number two, the B word, bookkeeping. Okay. So there were a lot of people that were upset with how the first round of the whole funding thing went, and, with good reason, right? But there were people that were just not ready. Okay. There's a difference if someone tells you no, that you don't qualify for a loan, if they don't have money and all of that. If you are not ready to apply, that part is your fault. Okay. So you have to have your structured bookkeeping. Your structured bookkeeping is going to give you the profit and loss statements. It's going to give you the balance sheet. It's going to give you your cash flow statement. And if you don't have these things in order, then no bank is going to give you money. You have to have that in order. And if you're sitting here saying, okay, well, I can't afford bookkeeping, whether it's the bookkeeping software or to pay a bookkeeper, then how do you expect to access capital to grow your business? This is the cost of doing business. Like, I get in the beginning, we're all bootstrapping. Everybody has, right? But bookkeeping is one of those non-negotiables, and that as soon as you're talking about expenses for your business, that is on the must-have list. It is not an option. It's not optional. It's not fashionable. It is a must-have. Okay. So your bookkeeping has to be in order so that when your bank requests those records, you can print some stuff off and give it to them. Okay. If they want to know, how did you do first quarter this year compared to first quarter last year, you got some information that you can share with them. So you got to get that bookkeeping in order if you ever plan to access capital. Number 3 is earn a profit. Okay. I get it especially when people are talking about, especially in the home business industry, woo, we don't pay no taxes, write this off, write that off, and all that stuff. And even people who specialize in showing a loss, right? Listen, if you are showing a loss or you're not showing any profit on those tax returns, then you're telling a bank, I don't have money to pay you. Okay, so you have to show a profit. And yes, when you show a profit, which is what you should be doing, thou shalt pay taxes. Okay, so you've got to earn a profit. Even with this round, even with the first round of funding, there are a lot of business owners that were ticked off because, you know what, in that Paycheck Protection Plan, they're asking you what was your net profit for the year. If your net profit was 0, then guess what? You didn't get money. If your net profit was 0 or negative, then you did not get any money. Okay, so this is why, as a business owner, you should be in business to make money. Paying taxes is the cost of doing business. But when you're talking about securing capital, they're going to be looking at that tax return. They're going to be looking at your Schedule C to see, hey, what is that net profit number? If there is no number there, there is no capital coming for you. Okay. Number 4, get your personal credit in order. For some reason, people really want you to believe that banks don't look at your personal credit when they are looking at lending you money. Okay. And a lot of people found out the hard way with that first round of funding when the Small Business Administration pulled that credit. People were like, offended that someone checked their credit. I saw in a group where one person was just upset and hot as fish grease because it wasn't supposed to be credit dependent. Well, you know what? Again, that's a part of doing business. So yeah, they're going to look at your personal credit, and especially if you don't have a business credit history, yeah, they're going to look at your personal credit. Because if you're managing your personal credit appropriately, then you have a better chance of managing their capital investment appropriately for you to return their funds. So yeah, you got to get your personal credit in order. And number 5 is build your business credit. Yes, you absolutely need to build your business credit. You should have a business credit card, a business credit card, not 15 business credit cards, a business credit card that you should use, right? You should go to Staples and use your business credit card, even if you come back home and a week later and pay it off, right? You still are using that and you're building your credit history. You should have people invoicing you and having a net 30 pay and you're paying on time. All of those things are what build your business credit. So that means you'll have to have a tax ID. That means you'll have to have a business bank account. I'm not talking about a personal bank account that you deposit your business money in. I'm talking about a business bank account in your business name that uses your business tax ID number. See, that was another reason that some people got shut out because they're putting their money in a personal bank account because the personal bank account was cheaper. And so, okay, that's not a business account. So the banks said no. Even places where you had a banking relationship, it wasn't a business banking relationship. So these are the things that you need to have in place at a bare minimum if you plan to secure capital at any point in your business. Okay, you might need to upgrade some computer equipment. You don't want to be cash poor in order to expand your business. You want to be able to access capital, getting that line of credit. And even when you get a line of credit, okay, you still need to use it because what happened with this first round of PPP funding and EIDL loans and all of this stuff, People that weren't using their lines of credit, they went to log in and those lines of credit were shut down. So you definitely have to use it. Now, I'm not saying go run up a whole bunch of bills, okay? But if you can access a line of credit to get a new computer or whatever upgrade you need for your business, and then build your credit history by paying that off and paying on time, that's what you do. You have to build that credit history. So, this whole thing with the COVID-19 and the PPP and the EIDL and the ABCDEFG, it taught people a lot of tough lessons. It really did. Was there some foolishness going on with the major banks? Absolutely. Okay, yeah, they took care of their best customers first, which left out a lot of small business owners and the small business owners that we think of, right? The mom and pop shops with the sandwich shop around the corner, or whatever, right? The sports shop that services the little league in your neighborhood. That's what we think of. And a lot of these companies got shut out because the major banks service their biggest customers first. Yep, totally got it. But again, that's where, you've done all that you can do, and you need to make sure of that. You need to make sure that you've done all of these things. So then you got a reason to be mad. But if you're not ready to apply for these things, to secure capital just on a regular day, that's things that you can control. You can control, the bank that you use. You can control the status of your bookkeeping. You can control whether or not you earn a profit. You absolutely can. You can also, your personal credit, you control that, and your business credit. Those are all things that are in your control as a business owner, and that you should be paying attention to on a regular day, much less when disaster strikes. Because see, if you practice this now, if you learn this lesson now, in the future, disaster will strike again. It's just not. It's just a matter of when.